me, mayohosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to episode 11 of Miracle Whip. It's been a while since I've done one of these because I've been because life has gotten in the way. So I wanted to do one last project before I move house. And it has to do with my modified version of the townhouse pet shop and cafe that we have right here. I want to do some modifications with this because, as you can see from the depth right here, and let me move this over here, and let me move this over here. As you can see with the depth, it is about 10 studs deep. And if anyone knows the way that I build buildings in my sitting, they are a maximum of 6 studs deep. And so they can't be this way. I need to change it. So I'll have to get rid of the sidewalks up front. And I'll also have to shrink some of the interior details just so that it matches the standard of my city blocks. And today I uploaded a video that is kind of an update video about the way I've been doing live streams lately, because I talked about how life has just gotten in the way, both for my Lego live streams here on YouTube and my Minecraft live streams over on Twitch. Life has gotten in the way, and I apologize for that. And I'm moving stuff on my desk right now because I've been so busy packing up my sitting. I've put all of my train stuff into boxes now. That includes the track, the engines, and the rolling stock. And I came along and put a lot of my small buildings into a box as well. Now I've got a target box that I'll use to put away the rest of my buildings, and then I'll need another box to put away my skyscrapers, and yet another box to put away my modulars, and yet another box to put away my base plates. And that's why I've been saving boxes for about 3 years now. And I've been saving the Lego bags for about 5 years now. So I just wanted to do something really quickly. I need to I am going to put the invitation in the chat, but since this stream is available for anyone to watch because it's directly after hauling and bowling, I'll be if I don't recognize your name as someone who normally is around here, then I probably won't add you. So let's put that in an invite in the chat in case anyone wants to strike up a conversation. We need to put the banner on. Let's put the banner down there. Yeah. So, if anyone hasn't seen the video I uploaded today, you should definitely go and watch it after this stream, because I go into more depth about my plans for the next month worth of videos, and I also go into more detail about in my latest Lego City update. So you should definitely go watch those two videos to get more context about what I'm going to say throughout this video. So who do we have in the chat? We have Stud Sidious and Johnny Builds. Hopefully we'll have some more people in here soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these floors off and I'm going to shrink them. And these came off. I'm going to do some big modifications. Hey Dave. So fortunately they already come with the 6 wide plates that we need on all 4 of these levels. On all 6 of these levels. So I'm gonna have to get creative with the interior detail. Hello, minifigure collector. Yeah, everyone's going on about this dark red Santa that's on the BAM tower. I don't think I will be able to get my hands on it because I kind of don't need to go to the Lego store right now. But I remember I bought a Santa in a set one time, and we have McMahon81 saying, "Hey man, just stop the food, drop the like, haven't eaten supper yet. I'll try to up again by in a bit." Thanks for coming in. And we actually have someone in the backstage, someone who I actually have not gotten to talk with that frequently, but is definitely a veteran in this community. And I think this is now going to be his debut on the mayohosko channel, ladies and gentlemen, minifigure collector.
Hey guys.
Hello. I can't believe we've never done something like this before, because we've known each other for or at least seen each other's names for so many years now. So it's finally great to be able to talk to you. So first of all, I'll say, how's your week gone?
It had gone extremely well. I found a big bin of parts that was only like 3 or 4 parts, but there's like several parts in it.
So what kind of parts are we talking about? Because if you got your hands on any of the 1x6x5 wall panels, that would get my interest.
No, it was orange. It was orange studs. Steering wheels, white steering wheels, red chairs. 1x4 angle plates. 1x1 snot bricks in yellow and green. What else was in there? There was some of those tiles. What Lego calls slide shoes. The 2x2 tile with the rounded bottom in there in black.
So it sounds like a real hodgepodge of stuff. I don't buy that many bulk lots these days because I've got way too much Lego to sort.
like, like these are parts I got from my lug years ago. And I hadn't sorted, I just dumped all the parts into a large drawer, and I hadn't sorted it out, but I wanted to use the drawer for something else.
Well, I'll tell you what, that leads into a good segue, because as some people might know, I do my quarterly sorting parties at the end of every weather season. So fortunately, when I move house sometime this month, I will be in my new house for November's quarterly sorting party. So if anyone out there also has a whole bunch of Lego to sort, maybe you might want to come sign up for the sorting party, and we can all sort Lego together. Or if you're a Bricklink store, which is kind of a hot button issue to talk about right now because they got hacked, and apparently the hackers are demanding 1 Bitcoin in ransom. Not sure if you guys knew what the ransom amount was, but that's what they're demanding. And so if Bricklink is back up and running by Thanksgiving, if you also have any Bricklink chores that you need to do, I'm also now allowing Bricklink people to come on the sorting party.
I heard they're demanding like 50 grand in euro.
Well, technically, no. It is $50,000 US, which is about 35,000 euros, which is how much one Bitcoin is valued at right now. They're demanding one Bitcoin.
Well,
and they're not gonna get that because Bricklink is too smart for that.
What? I they're probably gonna come out. Here's my theory: they're probably gonna come out with a statement saying something to the effect that it's an empty, that it was an empty threat. But I understand why they took down. The site. On the site right now, there's a statement on the page. It says Friday we temporarily closed the Bricklink site due to unusual activity. Since then, our team had been working super hard to make sure we reopen as soon as possible, and we're getting closer to doing that. Thank you for your patience and support. We are grateful to have such amazing members. We know it's frustrating and disappointing. We want to ensure you that we're working as fast as we can, and not getting much sleep to restore Bricklink.
And also it's important to know that Lego now owns Bricklink, so
yep.
The way they would handle a hacker would be a lot different from the way that the old owners probably would have handled a hack. And because as a company, Lego is worth more than the former owners, they probably have more informational technology investments into preventing hacks. So my theory about what's going to happen is with the whole Bricklink situation is that it's going to be resolved by I think it is going to be resolved before Thanksgiving, and they'll find a way to get around the hackers. And because they control this, because they still have control over their own systems, I think they'll find a way to get around the hackers, as most companies end up doing. But I heard from some people that it might have been an easily guessable password, which, if anyone has been keeping track with a lot of the hacks across multiple different companies that have gotten hacked in recent years, normally it's because they have easily guessable passwords and they don't have as much two-factor authentication as you'd think they would.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that the sky is falling that Bricklink got hacked. I think it's gonna turn out right in the end. That's just my thoughts personally. So we'll have to see how that whole situation plays out.
I just
Hello. I just want to say really quickly hello to Big Nate and hello to Danny Fandoms, and thank you Brian Panamaker for subscribing to this channel. If you want to see me build the upscaled Lego minifigure, please help us get to 650 subscribers, and then when we get there, we will build that set.
I just feel for all the people, like I know a local Bricklink seller, and I just luckily the Bricklink seller only does Bricklink part-time, but I feel for the people that.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that have Bricklink stores. A lot of my viewers own Bricklink stores, and when I heard about how Bricklink got hacked, my first thought was about Buixar. Fortunately, in his situation, he had closed his store for a little while, so he was not in the process of pulling orders when Bricklink got hacked. But a lot of people I know are they're trying to upload parts into their store right now, and they can't because it got hacked.
And also I feel for the for the buyers that are on a time crunch.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people that would have bought their pieces on Bricklink actually placed a Brickout order because they can't wait. Which I am in the middle of creating wanted lists because I don't know what pieces I have in my collection, and I won't know the entirety of my collection until I finish sorting all of my pieces, which I don't know how long that's going to take. But I was not affected. I don't have any outstanding orders, and I don't have any orders that need to be confirmed for payment, etc. So fortunately, as a buyer, I was spared. And hello, Johnny G. Yeah, so I'll ask the question to all the viewers out there: what do you think about Bricklink getting hacked? I know that for some people, it's a very serious issue. It's not so much for me because as a buyer, I wasn't all that affected.
In my opinion, if you're just if you're on a it's set for buyers and sellers, because and if
I want to find some dark red. Where's dark red?
and if you're a buyer on Bricklink, try and contact the seller you bought from through another communication and see if you guys can work out workout payment for the parts you ordered. Off workout payment for the parts you ordered from that seller on like other platforms. Like Light Bricks, who owns Indie Brickden, said if you made an order with him recently, you can contact him on Instagram, and he'll work something out. He'll work something out with you.
Yeah, we're not going to get into personal stores because I don't personally like talking about individual individual sellers. I'm just going to talk about the drama as a whole, and also I do want to kind of keep this on topic with what I normally talk about, which is talking about the videos that I had uploaded before I do all of these streams. So I just wanted to let everyone know that yes, I have been busy, which is why my live stream schedule has been rather inconsistent. And so I thank everyone who has been patient with me while I deal with moving house. And you know who you are, and to that I say thank you. And to anyone who has been wondering what the hell has been going on with me while I've been inconsistently streaming, to get better context, go watch my video that I uploaded today, because that's when I talk about not only have I been helping my parents move furniture, and not only have I been cleaning out the whole of my room with all the Lego that is here, but also I have had a very inconsistent schedule at my job, which is how I afford all of this Lego in the first place. And having working 9 to 5 is very taxing on my body. So if anyone wants any more of that context, go watch that. And also, I talked about in that video how I still need to release some more content from Brickworld Chicago. So I've got a couple videos. I've got a few videos that I still need to upload. I've got a shopping vlog, which includes some footage that I filmed at the Lego store and Walmart. I've got a video of a massive train layout that was at Brickworld Chicago, and I've got another kind of vlog, which is kind of a hodgepodge of all of the people that I interacted with, and some selfies I took with people again. I've sprinkled a lot of that stuff into my other Brickworld Chicago videos already. So if anyone is curious about all of that, you can go check out my Lego Conventions playlist in the playlist section of my YouTube channel for all that good stuff. But after I upload all of those videos, I want to make a video that's called The Truth About Brickworld Chicago, because Brickworld Chicago was an amazing event, but it was filled with a lot of drama. So as Keemstar would say, drama alert and all that. So that's going to take me a while to execute the way I want it to be. So yeah, stay tuned for that in the future. Didn't you go to Brick Fair, Virginia this year?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, because I know a lot of people from Hauling and Bowling prefer to go to Brick Fair, Virginia.
Hi, Johnny G.
Exactly, Will Hoeg. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how to shrink this building. So this is what I've got going right now. Because there's not a lot of 1x6s in this set, it's kind of difficult for me to pull it off. So I might have to get creative and use some textured bricks, because I don't think I have any more of the dark red.
Right. Yeah. I've been little about a little about me. I'm my first two Lego sets were speed trackers, which was a police car and a motorcycle, and a racing set. Oh shoot, I can't remember the name of the set right now.
There's been a lot of racing. There's been a lot of racing sets over the years, and personally, my favourite is the Victory Lap Raceway from 1988. That set is just so cool, and it's so cool. It's so cool that if anyone's been subscribed to me for a while now, you know that I took that set and I expanded upon it, because the garage section out the back of that is a little bit bare bones, because I'm a fan of auto racing, and if anyone's ever seen auto racing on TV, when a car just stops working and they have to pull it into the garage to get fixed and it goes out of the race, they show interior views of the garage because they allow the cameras back there. So I always thought, wouldn't it be cool to expand upon the garage of the Victory Lap Raceway, and to make it look similar to, what is it called, the Formula One World Championship pit stop? It was one of the Lego races. It was one of the Lego races sets from 2005. There was one for Michael Schumacher, and there was another one for Rubens Barrichello. I'll try see if I can find a picture of it. If I can draw it up on the screen while we're talking about it. Lego. Actually, let's go Lego Ferrari World Championship. Yeah, World Championship. Stop. Let's see if we can find this. It's a set from 2005, and I grew up with the races theme, but unfortunately, I only ever had one of the Ferrari sets. Let's go pit stop 2005, because I've always liked this. Actually, it's not that set. It's a different version of the set. Yes, it's that one. Let's go to brick set. Sadly, we can't go to Bricklink to show off this set because, it got hacked. So we'll have to go to brick set to show it off instead. Yeah, Okay, so it's not the World Championship pit stop, it's the Ferrari F1 team. Let's look at the Michael Schumacher version of that set. Hello, Mr. Blue Nate. So let's get a share screen of this thing right now. So what's the set? Oh, so it's not from 2005, it's from 2007. So it is the Ferrari 248 F1, which is Formula One Team Michael Schumacher edition, was released in 2007, had 726 pieces, 8 minifigures, and it originally cost $70 back in 2007. Look at how cool this is. So when I did my modifications of the Victory Lap Raceway, I wanted my garage to look a lot like that, and for the vintage aesthetic I was going for, I think I did pretty alright. Doesn't that look awesome? Yeah, so the racing sets that you were talking about, were they the city versions or the Speed Champions versions or the races versions?
No. They were town.
Oh, so some of the good stuff in the town. Because when I think of the town races, I think about sets like the Victory Lap Raceway. But if I go get another one, I also think a lot about the there was an Octane pit stop from, I think, 1995. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to try to throw up a picture. Lego Town Octane Racing.
But what's unique about the race set that I had, which was the only race set I had, it was the box. The box, instead of being a typical box, the box was a triangle, and in the instructions, it tells you to put the base plate on the box to use it as a ramp.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because I owned a couple of those Lego Racer sets. Those were the fold-out track sets. Those were the fold-out track sets that were released from 2009 to 2011 in the races.
No. This set was released in like the mid-90s.
Because I cannot think of a single set that you're describing that would have fit that build style. I'm trying to find another one of these sets.
It had like instead of it being cars, it had like two trucks.
Oh, hang on! You must be thinking of some of the ones from the late 90s. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It was what was it? It was the racing. Was it? I think they were the racing trucks that had the pullback motor. There were a lot of pullback motor racing sets from the late 90s.
No. It was the one truck was blue and the other one was black, and they did not have pullback motors. Yeah,
well, still, I know exactly what the set that you're talking about is. I want to go find a picture of that, but first, I just wanted to show a picture of this other Octane set. This is it's the fast track finish. This is the other set I think about when I think about town racing. What an awesome set! Because it has a base plate in it. That's the only reason why. And the one that you're thinking about, I'm gonna search Lego Racing Trucks 1998 because I have a vague idea about what you're talking about.
It had like 3 bigs. And the
It's just hard for me to picture where the box was used as a ramp. It's just hard. Do you have a set number? Do you have a set number?
I don't remember what the set number was. Honestly.
Yeah, because you just started talking about that, and my mind went wandering back to the old racing sets from those days. Because I remember when I first started playing with Lego, I inherited a whole bunch of my brother's Lego, and he had one of the Octane racing cars from the early '90s. I miss those days. You'll have to see if you can find the set number for me later, because I've always wanted to do a video talking about that in general. So what I'm doing right now is, so we got this design worked out, and I'm trying to see what alternate colors I can use to fill in these one wide gaps, because I'm running low on a lot of my 1x1 bricks. What can I use instead? I might have to use brown. I've got a whole Pringles can with a bunch of 1x1 brown cylinders in it. So since I don't have any more of the dark orange, I'm going to have to use these instead. I normally reserve these for building trees, but since I just don't have the pieces in my inventory right now, that would be more beneficial. I'm just going to have to use what I have, which kind of stinks, but it'll look good in the end. And I'm not going to go out of my way and get a crap ton of pieces that is just purpose built. I'm not going to do that, and I can't do that because Bricklink got hacked. Everything comes back to how Bricklink got hacked in today's stream, and I'd love to know, for people watching on the replay, comment down below what are your thoughts about how Bricklink got hacked, and all of the viewers that are watching right now, please chat right there your thoughts about how Bricklink got hacked. I'd love to know, because personally I think everything's going to end up all right. I'm not going to be super cynical and say, oh, this is the death of Bricklink or whatever. I'm not going to be that person. But I know that some people will, because they like the drama alerts.
Oh, okay. The stack number that I'm thinking of is 1821 Rally Racer.
1621.
1821.
Sorry, 1821. Oh, it's one of those weird packagings of sets. And we can't go to the Bricklink version. So let's see if either Brick Set or somewhere else has an image of that. Because yeah, I actually have seen that set before.
But the box is a triangle.
It doesn't look like maybe a triangular prism. Yeah, because let's go to Brick Economy. Normally, I don't like to go to Brick Economy just because they have weird pictures for their stuff. And is there? Oh yeah, I see what you mean by it shaped like a triangle. Let me go get an image of this, because this looks rather interesting. So let me go present, share screen. Hello, Richard Cranium, aka Eggplant Head. And also, while you're here, Eggplant Head, for those who haven't been keeping up with my streams lately, I am going to be doing a train stream on episode 21 of Real Whole Egg, and we're going to be talking we're just going to be geeking out about a whole lot of trains. And there's an annoying ad in my way. Get out of here! Sorry, I got to stop sharing. This ad is annoying. Why can't I close this? Why can't I close this ad? Let me refresh this. That was annoying. How the hell could I not close that ad? I've never had an ad that I couldn't close before. That was really weird. Let's get this image back up again. There we go. And let's increase the size of this. Let's get rid of that ad down there. There we go. There we are. Those are some cool looking racing trucks. I do gotta say so.
Since the box was a wedge instead of a typical box, in the instructions after you built the set, it encourages you to use the box as a ramp, so you could have a racing scene.
Yeah, I've seen this box on eBay a couple times, and whenever they pop up on eBay, they're not cheap.
But yeah,
because I don't think this set got a wide release just because of how oddly shaped the box was.
I got this set, and I got 6625 speed trackers. The same Christmas. Because my
Oh yeah, I bought that set in an eBay a bulk lot a while ago.
Because my parents it's so I could play cops and robbers.
It was one of those weird town sets from the mid-90s that included a space canopy instead of a regular windscreen. Yeah, I'm sure that most people have seen this set on eBay before. It was one of those really obscure, cheap sets that I don't think sold as well as Lego would have wanted, but you always see it in bulk lots because it was so cheap. And the one problem I do have with this is that the wheels on those, the wheel holders, they don't hold very well, and over time they can break really easily. My copy I got from a bulk lot on eBay, the wheel holder actually broke off, and for whatever reason, the seller didn't include the plastic white tab, because otherwise I would have used my super glue and glued it back together.
And also it doesn't show it on this image, but there are stickers. There are stickers that you can put on that 1x6 panel and that front panel that are in the same police font. The same police font as what's on the motorcycle.
Yeah, because there were because sometimes they came with prints, sometimes they came with stickers for the police logos for a lot of their sets in the 80s and the 90s. More so in the 80s than the 90s, because in the 80s they didn't have as much of a budget to do all of the print of the insane, incredible printing that they did in the 90s. But I think it was only normally the bigger sets where they prioritized prints over stickers, and because this was a smaller one, it unfortunately came with majority stickers.
And what's interesting, the only difference between the two figures, it's the same head, torso, and legs, but the only difference between the two figures is one has the standard town hair and the other one has the helmet.
Yeah, because they don't. Because I'm sure Bricklink would do a better job at showing it, but since Bricklink is hacked, I can't go to Bricklink. Can I see everything circles back to how Bricklink got hacked in today's stream.
And it was
So I would show a better graphics of that, but unfortunately I can't because
and it was and like it was back in the day the MSRP on this particular set was $6.75.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, those sets were really cheap back then, and I think if you put that in the inflation calculator, that comes to about $11 these days. So if you think about the way that particularly Lego City sets are priced these days, people always complain about Lego's getting so expensive when they forget that Lego has always been expensive. Because if this set, the same size, slightly modernized versions of those same pieces were to come out today, I don't think people would want to pay $11 for that. However, if they came out with a brand new interpretation of that same set, that was not that it would be slightly bigger, because the wheels would be bigger. It would have more a detail on it. It would not only have the headlights on the front, but it would also have a front grille, and the motorcycle would be bigger because it would be the new style of the motorcycle fairing. So that means it would have more attachment points on it. And I'd say if they released the same version of this set, but incredibly modernized, it would probably be about maybe 25% bigger, and it would still be what this set is worth today if you count inflation. So I always laugh at when people say, "Oh, Lego's getting too expensive," when they forget that it's always been expensive.
It would if this set would release today, it would probably be this motorcycle fairing, but in white.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be one of the stunt spikes, because the stunt spikes has the pullback motors in it.
This isn't a stunt bike.
Oh, for whatever reason, that looks like a stunt bike. Let me put you on full screen so I can get a better view at that. Oh, yeah, one of those ones. Yeah, I know what that feeling is. Yeah, it would be one of those, and it would probably have more clips for the minifigure accessories. So yeah, the only reason I I bothered to show all of that right now is because you took an interest in vintage Lego, and I'm a sucker for vintage Lego. So what's
Well,
everyone talking about in the chat? Let's go into the chat. See if there's any interesting conversation.
Well, I was um
I am hydrated today, Dave. I had not drunken a lot of water over the weekend, and I definitely made sure to get a lot of fluids into me yesterday. So now I'm feeling about 95% back to normal. The only 5% negativity is that I've been sneezing a lot because I'm picking up a lot of dust while I'm cleaning my room. And clicking and bricking should be starting in about 1 minute.
Vintage Lego is my child. It's my childhood.
Same.
I was born in the early I was born in the early 80s.
I was born in the early 2000s, but my brother was born in 1995, and I inherited all of his Lego.
But and I got a about 10 15 years ago. I got a stack of vintage of crater plate from Clock to Space.
I also grew up with those pieces. They were really awesome.
but yeah, I got a stack of classic space pieces. I am currently building 2 mods simultaneously. A pirate hideout to
I'm just putting this back together. I decided to have a little bit of overhang with this building so that I could keep the detail of all this 8 wide builds. So I decided to have there be an awning over the top of the ground floor.
Yeah.
To maintain the use of these arch pieces. And therefore when the minifigures are walking by, they can get a little bit of cover from the rain. What's everyone else saying? I know that you're trying to build that as quickly as possible, and I don't blame you, because that's a really awesome set, Dave. I'm actually going to be building. Actually, no, I'm going to be building the Ninjago City Gardens when I get to 700 subscribers.
All the Ninjago City sets are really cool, and they're like I saw somebody the other day put the Temple of Air Jitsu next to the Ninjago City set, and it works.
I've seen a lot of people do really cool modification of the Ninjago modulars. I really like the intricate details in them, because I'm on the record saying that Ninjago has the most ornate details of any Lego set, period, even over the modulars, in my opinion. But I just simply don't have the room in them, so I've never bit the bullet and bought any of them.
So Mayo, other than the Galaxy Explorer, how many of the modern remake sets, do you have?
I also have 2 copies of the 90th anniversary castle, and the reason I call it that is because every single person calls it the Lion Knight's Castle, but it's not the Lion Knight's Castle. The original names for those same knights from 1984 to 1992 were called the Crusaders, and because LEGO has turned into a woke corporation, they are trying to cover up the fact that they ever called the quote-unquote Lion Knights Crusaders, because nowadays Crusaders has a bad connotation, and we can't ever we can't ever reference the bad side of history in our toys anymore. So Lego decided to completely retcon those knights that were originally called Crusaders and called them Lion Knights instead, which is so cheap because Lego has like 6 different Lion Knights factions that is impossible to tell most of them between, particularly with the minifigure accessories. The torsos have obvious differences in them, but I hate the fact that Lego keeps on defaulting to Lion Knights versus Dragon Knights. Where's the creativity? And I really hate that they retcon those Crusaders to be just another faction of Lion Knights. It really triggers me, and so I will never refer to that castle as the Lion Knight Castle. I will always refer to it as the 90th anniversary castle, because these days some people forget why that set exists. Originally, when Lego did that poll on the old Lego Ideas website, now it's called Lego now since they came up with the Insiders brand, they amalgamated everything together. But for the 90th anniversary, they asked everyone what are your top 3 favorite things of all time, and the Bionicle people were the smartest people. They only voted for Bionicle and did not vote for any other thing. So Bionicle won. But since Lego doesn't like the Bionicle community, they did a re-vote, and they decided to combine the space themes and the castle themes together as one theme, because they did a really stupid thing and they broke up all of the factions into separate themes, forgetting they were all sub-themes of the main themes, castle and space. So from that data, they realized, oh yes, Lego Castle and Lego Space are the most popular themes of all time. Let's make 90th anniversary editions for iconic sets of those themes, which is why we got both the Lion Knight's Castle, which is actually the 90th anniversary castle, because Lego retconned them to be from Crusaders to Lion Knights, which I just ranted about that. And so that's why we got both of those, and I'm so happy. Lego did a really good job with those, which is why I bought them. And because Bionicle won, that's why they made that really crappy gift with purchase that was in the Bionicle theme, but it did not use Bionicle pieces. It used system pieces to look like, I think it was the Toa character from Generation 1 of Lego Bionicle, because Toa is one of the fan favorites from the Bionicle community. And I thought it was so funny how Lego totally did a disservice to that.
It was,
I technically grew up with Bionicle, but I never got involved in Bionicle, so I find that situation really funny. But I know a lot of people that got so triggered at their whole situation.
The 2 characters.
Exactly, Mikey. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hello, by the way. I will tell him because I know all the facts.
The only Crusader torsos that I have.
Long time. Wait, before you say that, long time no see, Dusty Bricks.
The only modern Crusader torso that I have is I have a squad of the Unicorn Knight from the BAM.
Yeah, because when I went to Brick World Chicago and went to the BAM Tower, I purposely went to the BAM Tower just to scout out one of the, with that unicorn night. And I'm not sure how many people remember, but I think it was either 2014 or 2015. They actually made a gift with purchase that was 4 Crusaders and a ballista. I'll try and find an image of that.
It wasn't 4 Crusaders. It was only 1.
Yeah, well, that whole era of gift with purchases, I'm a little bit fuzzy about. So, if anyone knows any better facts about that, feel free to correct me.
They made the three gift purchases in that particular theme of gift with purchase. There was one for castle, one for space, and one for pirates.
Yes, and that was because they stopped doing the Lego minifigure collection series with Bricktober at Toys R Us in 2014. So they gave us those really cool gift purchases. Instead of, why can't I find the pictures for these things? I want to find a picture of it because they were in white boxes. I really wish that they were in yellow boxes, but I guess they didn't have the foresight to do that. Let me change it to classic castle DW in 2014. See if that yields any better results. I can't find the pictures of it, but I'm sure most people will know what I'm talking about. It was gift with purchases that came in these white boxes. Yeah, they came in white boxes, and I never bought them because I was not buying gift with purchases back then. And Mike is saying, according to Lego, there were more female. Yeah, I'm not sure where they get those facts from. I'm not sure if I 100% trust that information.
I ended up finding it. I ended up finding what you're looking for. Mayo.
Oh, really? Do you want to show it off really quickly?
Sure.
Because we're gonna go in a couple of. Yeah, we're gonna go in a few seconds.
Sure. I'll end up showing it off.
And I don't trust. Actually, yeah, that's why I was just looking at something on the StreamYard. Yeah, so let's go and add that. Yes, that's exactly what I'm after. Can you? Yeah, exactly. So they came in these white boxes. I wish they were in yellow, and I thought they came with. This might be my memory deceiving me, but I thought someone said once upon a time they came with trading cards. I don't think that's accurate because Lego didn't think to do trading cards with that stuff back then. But I definitely know in the instructions they went over the history of a lot of that stuff.
But I think the most unique thing that they did was in the instruction booklet. They had a timeline. They had a timeline of like whatever theme it was. They had a timeline of fates from that particular theme.
Yeah, because whenever they do a throwback set to an old Lego theme, they always make sure to put information in the instructions about the theme itself, and they always do these really nice timelines about the evolution of how the minifigures changed throughout those themes. They did the same thing in the instructions for the Galaxy Explorer. They showed the transition from the classic space to the Futuron, to the Blacktron, to the Space Police, to the Mtron, and everything after that. I thought that was really cool, and I really like it that Lego pays homage to their history whenever they do throwback sets like that.
And the figure and the figure is in the Princess database is called Crusader
Exactly.
Lion. Light blue.
Exactly, because there's because for those who don't know, for the Crusader Knights, some of the minifigures had a lion as their insignia, and others had a pair of axes as their insignia.
Like like this guy.
Yeah, because within the double axe insignia, they had the left side be yellow with a black axe, and the other side and the right side was black with a yellow axe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like in the Black Falcons, how on one half of the shield they had one half of the Falcon had black wings on a silver background, and the other half of the Falcon had silver wings on a black background.
Right.
And I always thought that was super cool a detail, and it made it feel a little bit more classier than what it otherwise would have been. So I'll tell you what, because the pet shop part of this creator set has the more common medium azure pieces in it, this will be much easier to shrink it down from 8 studs deep to 6 studs deep.
Right.
And so very quickly, before we end this live stream, where can we find you on social media?
I am minifigure collector on YouTube on YouTube and Instagram, and on my Instagram, to know it's me. For those of you who know Powerpuff Girls, it's my icon is me as how I would look in the Powerpuff Girl universe.
Yeah, I of the classic castle, I only have one of the Forestmen and one of the what I think I have the axe version of the Crusaders. I don't have any of the Black Falcons because those are really expensive. I remember I picked up the merchant version of the Forestman, and the merchant version was the one with the little money pouch in his pocket. It wasn't the one with the bib, because I knew if I had picked one of the ones with the bib, that would have only made me want to get the black bibbed version even more. And the black bib version of the Forestman is like sells for over $50 a piece, which is just crazy expensive. So I deliberately went with the merchant, and I remember that only cost me $8 Australian, which back in those days would have been $6.50 American, and now Forestmen sell for double that. Anyway, before we get on out of here, let's go and see who was in the chat today. So we had Stud Sidious, Johnny Builds, Dave Brick 76, Minifigure Collector who's on the panel, Brick Maniac 81, Big Nate Briggs. We had Brian Panabaker who subscribed, Danny Fandoms, Johnny G, Mr. Blue, Nate. Who else did we have? We had RC, Mikey Day Productions, and that was everybody.
And,
so do you have any final words? Do you have any final words before we head on over to Clicking and Bricking?
Everybody, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go subscribe. But be warned. I'm one of the few Lego YouTuber that you might find figs from other brick brand themes.
Yeah. I've had people that have come onto my panel and they've showed alternative brick brands before, so I'm no stranger to that concept. Anyway, thank you for watching this stream, everybody. I'm gonna continue making my modifications to the townhouse, pet shop, and cafe. Made our modifications to the first half of the building. I'm going to continue on with the second half of the building, so everyone can go over and watch Clicking and Bricking. There's the link to go watch that stream. Everyone tell them that I sent you there, and yeah, so I'll see you in my next short. Whenever I decide to film one of those, I will see you on my next live stream, which as always is at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, and 8 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday night in North America, after hauling and bowling, before Clicking and Bricking. And I will see you in the next video. Let's roll the credits.
Thank you for supporting mayohosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern in North America, and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, mayo_hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_mayohosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been mayohosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #AFOO.